Alright, time to compare some firmwares. Alright, so today I'm going to be comparing Custom Firmwares 5.50, U3R, MHU, and Gen. Now, basically I'm just going to do some reviews and show you which one's better. Preferably, I would prefer 5.50 Gen D3, the fixed version, because that's the best one out there so far. But let's compare. Alright, so first things first, we have this PSP right here, and I'm going to turn this on and show you the firmware that it's on. System settings and system information, and this is running on 5.50 U3R-A. Now, it has all the basics, you know, the icons, so forth. If you hit select, you can open up the VSH menu. Now, all the plugins for 5.50 do work with this. The only problem is with this firmware. Yeah, so there's the U3R VSH menu. Amazing, I know. And if we reset the device and come to the recovery menu by holding down the R trigger as usual, because that's mandatory, you will see it's the same color as M33's. So you can toggle the USB, the configuration, you can skip the Sony logo, yes, hide corrupt icons, game folder homebrew, currently 5.xx, you can change your kernel, auto run program at psp game/boot.eboot, yada yada yada. UMD mode, currently M33, no driver. Fake region, you have that. Use VSH menu. XMB USB device, currently your memory stick, you can change that to flash 0, 1, 2, and 3, and your UMD drive. Charge battery when USB cable is plugged in. Use M33 network update. Hide pic 0 PNG, yada yada yada. Use version text, and you can speed up your memory stick access, so you can change that to always. That is located in here as well. All the plugins work. The ultimate VSH menu will work. Your registry hacks are as normal as usual. The only downside to this firmware, you can only play up to the 5.50 games. So that's U3R pretty much. PSN still does not work with this firmware, and but everything else is fine. There's no lag, no nothing. Your music plays fine. So that's U3R. So let's shut this off and come and explore the firmware MHU to this PSP. Go down to system settings and system information, and you can see the 5.50 MHU. Oh yeah, on U3R it is available to block the MAC address. So let's see. Here is the VSH menu. Now it's pretty basic and it's the same thing. So let's go to the recovery menu and point out a few things. Coming to the recovery menu now, still the same color as M33's. Toggle USB configuration. Now you can skip the Sony logo, you can hide corrupt icons, game folder homebrew, currently 5.xx kernel, again you can change your kernel, auto run program at psp game/boot/eboot.pbp, UMD mode, currently normal UMD required, you can change that to M33 as well. Fake region is available. Use VSH menu is also available. XMB USB device, you can change that from memory stick to flash 0, 1, 2, and 3, and the UMD disk again. Use MHU network update. This allows you to update with MHU's custom firmwares. Hide PIC 0, and yeah, same thing as before. And use version text.txt. The speed up the memory stick is not available in this one. All the plugins for 5.50 work with this. The ultimate VSH menu does work. Your registry hacks are pretty much the same as well. You know, enable the WMA, enable flash player, that, yada yada yada. But that's about it. And PSN does not work with this either. You can use the PSN enabler on MHU and U3R, or as a matter of fact, all the firmwares, to enable the PSN to work. I will make a video on that, but everything else, no lag. Your music plays fine, videos play fine, video playback is supported on this firmware, and all the other options are pretty much the same. So that's MHU, and finally to the leading custom firmware out there, 5.50 Gen D3. Alright, so first things first. As you can see, the custom theme CXMB 3.3 does work. It works with the other ones as well. Just to let you know, this custom themes will work. So all the plugins meant for 5.50 work on this. Scrolling down to system settings and going to the system information, you can see that this is clearly running on 5.50 Gen D3. This is the final version. If you hit select, I have the ultimate VSH menu installed on this one. It does work, as you can see. You can change your CPU speeds and stuff. If we come to the recovery menu, toggle USB, configuration, skip Sony logo, hide corrupt icons, game folder homebrew, currently 5.5 or 5.xx kernel. You can change your kernel. Auto run program at psp game/boot/eboot.pvp. That is the same. UMD mode, currently M33 driver, no UMD. You can change your UMD modes as well. Fake region, you have that available. Use VSH menu, that you can either be changed to VSH menu or recovery menu. So when you hit select, you can come to the recovery menu or your VSH menu. You can decide which one you want. You can change a USB device from memory stick to flash 0, 1, 2, and 3, and the UMD drive. That is also available. Charge battery when USB cable is plugged in. I forgot to mention that's not available on MHU. Use M33 network update. Not yet. There is no M33 network update, and there is no Gen network update either. So really, you have to install the custom firmwares manually by plugging it into the computer. You can't use a Wi-Fi connection. That's a downside. The hide PIC 0 and PIC 1 is available, and use version text is also there, and hide MAC address is available on this configuration. Go back. You have the advanced, the CPU speeds. You can change. All the plugins for 5.50 work, as well as some older ones such as battery saver and all those good ones. Cheat devices will work with this. Registry hacks are the same. Enable the WMA and Flash player, and yeah, that's about it. This 5.50 Gen D3 firmware allows you to play ISO or CSO files that are ripped off of UMD as well, that are for specific firmwares such as 5.55, 6.00, and 6.10. You can play those games on this firmware as well. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So, putting my camera back. That's U3R, MHU, and Gen D3 final version. Basically, 5.50 Gen D3 is the leader, or the run-up here, basically. It's the best firmware out. You can play games that aren't meant for 5.50 firmware. You can play 5.55, 6.00, and 6.10, and possibly 6.20. Some games you will have a white line across the top of the screen, but that's no big deal. But other than that, do a lot of stuff with Gen. MHU, that's kind of a backup firmware, I guess, for you guys if you care. And U3R is pretty much basically meant for PSP FATs to upgrade your colors and things like that. But other than that, that's about it. So thanks for watching this comparison to the 5.50 custom firmwares, U3R, MHU, and Gen. Yeah, so you have any questions, leave me a comment, send me a message. I'll be happy to reply. Any recommendations on any other videos you would like to see on my channel, just simply leave a comment on my channel page, like right there in the comment box. Yeah, pretty simple, right? And yeah, so other than that, take it easy, guys. Enjoy your firmwares, and I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy.